Okay, let me give you some hints about your first assignment. Let's read it together. Which sequence alignment is the best among the following? So we have two strings, S1 and S2, and we have given you the values that you can apply. Like, for example, whenever you see a match, for example, G is aligned with G, then give it +2. If, for example, T is aligned with C, this is a mismatch, so give it -2. When this is a new gap penalty, it means that you just opened a new gap, and I explained it in the announcement. I will also show you today again. And you give it -5, and when this is extended gap penalty, give it -1. Now, in this pairwise alignments, you can see we have given you 3 options. It means that you didn't need to come up with your own solution to think, for example, where should I apply gaps, when I should apply alignments. It's already given to you. In the first week, the solution is pretty easy. I just want you guys to practice with finding the scores of these alignments. That's it. If you can find out about this, then you will have easier time for the next assignment that I will give you next week. And I already showed you today, like you can use dot plot or dynamic programming in order to find it yourself. But let's say in this assignment, we have already given you 3 options. So for the first string, it is always the same. The second one, we applied some changes in order to have optimal solution, for example. Now, for the first pair, I showed it with this color. It doesn't mean that they are just necessarily matched or something. I just wanted to show you that before that, we have a terminal gap. So it means that the number of gap is exactly the same as the number of letters that you can see in this sequence, because it's not easy to show it in the Microsoft Word Office that this one is aligned with this one. And then we need painting and drawing techniques for that. So it's easier for us to type it. In the solution that you will provide for me later also, you don't need to draw it. If you do it manually, it's okay, but you can type it easily like this by just showing the colors. I can even show the colors for all matches and mismatches or penalty gaps. You can do it yourself to make your job easier. Why not? So this is just showing the position for you, the color, font color that I use. That's it. So for example, you see one gap is aligned with a letter, and again another gap with another letter. So for each one of them, we should apply penalties. Whenever you see match exactly the same letter, then give it, for example, +2. Whenever you see a letter which is different with the other one, we have a mismatch, give it -2 penalty. And whenever you have a gap like this, then the first gap, we call it a new opened gap, and this one should be penalized by -5. But since the extended gaps comes right after it, then all of them should get -1. Take a look at this one. For example, you have 2 new gap opens, give them -5, and the rest of the gaps just give them -1. This is how it works. Then get the summation of all of them. At the end, you should have only one value, either positive or negative, doesn't matter, and just consider the maximum as the best pairwise alignment. So this is pretty easy. And for the second question, we should apply it for amino acids instead of the DNA. And you can see the colors I used here. Just wanted to show you, for example, these two are aligned with this one by one, not necessarily together. This one is aligned with this, just to show you the positions, okay? It doesn't mean anything like these two, for example, are the same or different. Or should I give more penalty to the red color or to the green color? No, This is just to show you the positions. That's it. So please, if you have any questions, please let me know. And as you know, you have the deadline is on Friday at 11 o'clock at night. Before that, you can submit your work. Don't worry if you have errors, because I will give you feedback. You will have time. If it is not 100, then you have time to resubmit your work. And if it is 100, it doesn't mean your solution is perfect. Again, watch the video that I will upload on O2 class. And also, we will talk about in online session. That's recorded from the online session, actually. And you can see the exact solution. I don't solve all of them, but at least some of them. And I will explain briefly so that you get the idea. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys on Wednesday.